What's that Star Wars one you got, Will? Oh, you want to go here? You want to go here first?
Sure.
Okay, leaked images of a Google Pixel 6a show a more compact device with no headphone jack. The device may be the first mid-range Pixel device that doesn't have a headphone jack. Oh, yeah, that's right. Mid-range, they were trying to satisfy those holding on to the headphones. You care about the headphone jack? Or
I do. I still use my headphone jack. Like every night I plug up, a Lightning or a USB-C headphone jack.
Oh, the adapter.
Yeah.
Right.
I would way prefer like a regular 3.5 because I use a 3.5 from a computer, right? And I just want to unplug it and just use it. I feel like people just gotten used to it. But that looks so much like a regular Pixel 6. Yeah. I mean, that's been their style for the past few years, right? Just like a cheaper version of their flagship. But it looks so much like it. Are there more pictures?
Well, these are renders. It's from OnLeaks and 91 Mobiles.
He's pretty good. OnLeaks?
Yeah, absolutely. But it could change ever so slightly. But it certainly looks like Pixel 6 styling.
Yeah.
At a cheaper price. Well, I mean, I'm kind of interested in the mid-range area just because for most people, it probably makes more sense. They're usually getting more value than getting the more premium stuff. What is a Pixel 6 price right now? Oh, look at this. This is trivia. Who's gonna say it? Will, you got to guess. No, don't look it up. Guess first. Pixel
700.
Pixel 6 price, $700 American USD.
Yeah. How do I not know this? Oh, my God.
Well, no, I mean, it's so many numbers, man. Like,
no, man. Pixel 6's price tag was special. 700 doesn't, right?
$699.
700.
Okay, you're both agreeing?
Are you looking it up? That's my guess.
He hasn't looked it up yet.
Okay.
Well, then what about the Pro then?
That was less special. That was 900, I want to say.
$899, $699 is what you're going with. All right, let's find
No. $699 and
No.
700? No, dude, it was.
What do you got, boys? What do you got?
I don't remember.
There's people that are shouting at their thing right now.
They're so mad at us.
Well, we got the other screw up of having Canadian prices floating around in our skull also. Click the buy button. Let's find out.
No, you don't want the Canadian.
I got it.
Yeah, so $799. It's probably $699 US.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the mid-range one comes in at what? $449. Haven't they done $399 before?
I think they did $349 at one point.
Oh, $349. And this one
was crazy.
This one looks nicer.
Yeah.
But it is pretty wild what you can get your hands on now for like $300-$400. And arguably, when you're making recommendations,
you're on the Pro, Will.
In public, so it matters to people. The cost matters. And if somebody would say to you, look, I need a new phone.
$599, dude. Man, we look like clowns right now.
Well,
yeah.
That's why I didn't say anything.
That's why it was special.
That's why I didn't say anything.
You made me guess.
It's fine, man. Like I said, we got Canadian and US floating around and euros and whatever else, man. Global audience. So $599. So then the A model should be like $449 or $399 maybe, which I think if the fit and finish is anything like those ones, that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool because I don't know, what does Apple give you at that price? What does Apple give you for like $400? They give you
XR?
No.
At $400?
I don't think so.
I don't even think that yet.
They give you do they still make the SE?
I don't know.
Remember when we said we're the old men of YouTube? This is what old men do. They go, what's the pricing on the, yeah, I think it's the SEs around there. If they still sell it, I don't even know.
That's Canadian again. Maybe for $400 you could bag an SE. In US.
Anyway. Yeah, it looks pretty good. What do you think about the design on the Pixel in general? You're obviously not using it. I'm using it.
No, I'm not using it. I like it a lot. It's just, I don't know. I find like when you are, I've been using the Apple Watch more, and I find it's really difficult to use an Apple Watch without like having an iPhone.
Oh yeah, right? I guess so.
I mean, you could double phone, but I'm just like I'm not in the double phone days anymore.
Yeah. The double phone is. I don't even know if I ever like spend an entire day with a double phone outside of like being at a convention or something. Just pocket real estate, and they're just not different enough. Like, we have good phones in both platforms. It's not really necessary. I remember once upon a time when there was a big app discrepancy, like some app, I remember there was all kinds of conspiracies that like Instagram looked way better on iPhone or something.
I think it did.
I think it did too.
Yeah.
I think it did too. So there were all kinds of arguments. Like, people will whip out their iPhone to snap an Instagram photo because the compression algorithm inside of Instagram on iOS was superior, and crazy times. But everything is so good now that I just, unless you're doing it for strictly scientific purposes because you feel you need to be exposed to these things at all times. But then you can make the argument as well that if you're evaluating these things, then you're kind of putting yourself in a really unusual circumstance where the average customer doesn't have the chance to be carrying around all this stuff.
That's right.
They got to make a choice. So you got to make a choice.
I did the double phone I had 2 numbers, right? So you could double SIM it, but I don't know. It just made sense to double phone for a while. But right now,
And what was going on? Tell us about those days and those times.
the double phone days.
Yeah, what happened?
I mean, for one, having 2 devices sucks. That weight, that thing, right? There's 2. I don't know. I did it more for evaluation, to be completely honest. I know you're saying that evaluation is like skewed and stuff if you have 2 phones, but there was a time when I think it was probably around like Android 6, 7. The operating systems felt so starkly different from each other.
Right.
Like, especially with the notifications and the lack of it on iOS. And it was like, I don't know. It felt cool to have 2 of the same kind. But now they're much more similar.
Right. Notifications are still a little bit different.
Yeah.
For sure. Is it like everybody in this studio is constantly transitioning between iOS and Android? Like, I think Will just started using iOS. And then I quit using iOS. And then like, it's like everybody is in some different phase of transitioning from one to the next.
Yeah.
But the fact that it can be done as easy as it can, I think it says a lot about
Because everything's in the cloud now. Man.
where the thing is. Yeah. It's, although there are still some headaches along the way.